gentlemen, presenting the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire! Knockout sensation, he is the monster, Naoya Inoue!
Touch him up and go. Go.
Represents the younger version of himself. Inoue's ripped through contenders as the WBA Super and IBF Bantam.
30 seconds. Powerful back, and he's made Inoue work.
Donaire comes back with that famous left hook. Both men exchanging. Inoue steps in. Just the warning signs for him that if he does overcommit, he will. Nicholas Walters up at featherweight. His power carried all the way there. When they go, they really go. Left hook upstairs, right hand to the body.
From Donaire, try and force Inoue
into his 30s. Stiff right hand lands that time.
Contest, lively start, good stuff from Inoue there.
In WBO straps too, stiff jab there.
For time, the variation's brilliant, head, body.
Takes those feet back well with him to take the sting out of him.
Good opening round there. Does if Donaire is willing to...
They both did it in that first round. Donaire missed. Inoue landed a fight that you cannot blink down. Either man have got a game change.
Stand there, he's able to take a step back and try and counter. Does favour the aggressive style of boxing he does in there. Just to plant his feet a bit more. Starting to really let the shots go.
It was Donaire who was the trap setter in the glory years of his career.
I've seen so many knockouts, 16 KOs. A good left there, slightly taller, slightly bigger. What that does allow, sorry Chris, is Inoue
off balance. As Donaire hurt, comes back with a 1-2 through the... This is a unification fight, so there was no rehydral to read, but he's walking through them so far. Catches Inoue on the chin.
He does it, dictating the pace. Good variation of shot, using his angle, stepping to the left and right.
But
some blood.
He's cut Inoue with that left hook. We saw his younger brother get sent to ring. So far, Darren, he's not.
But it's just the experience of Donaire.
In there from Donaire, referee just warning him of that.
Some negative seeds in the mind of Inoue.
His body needed to be.
Positive stuff from Donaire, really is, you know, there's always that
man who ripped through opponents en route to the final. And who would have thought this? In a neck-and-neck.
The 45 fights that he's had is invaluable here, you know.
So far, just being answered by Nonito.
But Donaire, that doubt can start creeping in, you know,
as he stepped back in.
Lively opening 3 rounds.
To watch the last throws of Roy Jones' career, we wouldn't want
their predictions in previous fights, but I'm sure someone liked it. Good stuff. Good short left hook went in and again from Inoue.
A decade now as well. Lovely left hook. Right hand, but
countering with good shots, crisp shots. You see every time Inoue throws a shot, it's great.
And as you said, was Donaire's plan. This is
Inoue. But yeah, it's all going to plan so far for Donaire.
Notice he's got those hands high for the first minutes of each round. But as you say, Inoue just in the ascendancy. That was the shot that just...
Full of power. See there, good backhand. Right, he's getting into the second half of the contest, not having to have done much. So he's 4 rounds have gone.
Landed a nice counter right hand just as Inoue was jabbed to the body, just parried away. Donaire feints into range again. Action. Steps better. It's when they stand and trade on the inside that waned one bit, and arguably Darren there. That staggered Donaire. His hand position.
Absolute animal, but here Donaire's taking some of his best shots.
One punch to get him out of trouble. It did against Victor Darchinyan in this past the test so far, but only one needs
head and body. Lovely with real snap, making Donaire think a little bit more to the ring, try and pick these counter shots, counter left hook far.
Donaire left. Rigondo in the championship rounds. That punch hasn't.
There you go, see the jab there, beautiful, but over the top of right hand comes.
Both of the men in the final, and just as we say it, the right hand lands, and it's how much of this is Donaire seeing coming, covers up. Moments to the bell as Inoue opening away, but he is hurt here.
It really stunned Donaire, but
the left hand was low. He was in gung-ho at this point because he knows the power that's in front of him. He knows the date.
Very shortly, looking to counter that.
I think this in a different way because perhaps we expected it from Prograis.
Been a superb 5.5 rounds.
No A to B. That will be staying with him a touch. Fascinating encounter here in the 118th. Over a decade, his senior.
Still looks fairly comfortable, but Inoue is starting to fight
back there, given the leather that he's taking, and as Menkus into the second half of the fight. Inoue lands it. Donaire with his hands low.
Good round back from.
See, that, of course, is already cemented. He'll be, no doubt, a first ballot. Just takes one contest to remove that veil of invincibility.
Regardless of the result, this will hold him in good stead.
The greats of boxing adapt to the likes of Roberto Duran. Now he hopes.
Very quick, very spiteful. Good work again from the
long career. But Inoue, in the early days, he's been caught with things. His feet are noticeably slower, if you include that. WBA interim.
Planting his feet, really trying his best to back Donaire.
Those fundamentals that became one of his toughest assignments.
Inoue back, try and get him onto the ropes.
Job in the corner of managing it so far.
Oh, he was stunned for a second there, but he took it very well. Another good overhand right.
Jab exchange, right hand countered open this.
They are indeed. Face away from his opponent so well. That's a good right hand.
Lovely stiff double right hand there. Have gone down. I don't know what the odds would have been on it. Wouldn't have got much though. And now, why his reputation as a puncher is as it is. Uppercut, left hook.
The blood flowing into the eye. You may see Donaire throw the left
round in the bank. We think for Donaire it could be close on the card. So has spent a month and a half with the right hand again from just beginning to swell a little bit. Check left hook.
Oh!
Counter right hand from Nonito Donaire. But he knows that he can't rush in. He knows of this man, and if you do so at your peril. No chance against at all. Back of the punch lands, and it's almost a little bit disconcerting to see a man that he felt he could take advantage of. Perhaps he remembered.
There we go, right on the chin. I mean, that was a lovely shot. He took it so well.
As those puncher, as Donaire was all those years ago.
I've got Inoue one up. Who really believes in himself. Doubt can't kick him, but this is good stuff from Inoue.
The left hand off the back of it from Donaire. Inoue rips to the body, head snapped back by.
Oh, good right hand. Everyone in front of you with ease, and you've probably got everybody telling you how good you are and what.
Perhaps the one's final. And what reserves he does have left.
It must be hard to not believe your own hype. And
on the inside, Donaire goes a little flat-footed for the first time in a while. It's now Inoue's round.
Oh, and again!
But he hurt Donaire there, and he first time in the round. Inoue starting to
stun Donaire with a big overhand right.
There were those saying it would be over in a couple. Inoue will sense the shots landing cleanly because Donaire not taking his feet back momentarily. Can box southpaw, doesn't do so very often.
It's good stuff.
Donaire desperately trying to get back on that jab, established now, but we're still here. Championship rounds. Right.
Oh!
Anyway, Donaire.
This is the home crowd now. Really get behind him. A lovely shot. I don't know what the ref's doing. He's counting now. That was a lovely left to the body, Chris.
Well, he made the count. He's up, digging deep.
He's really hurt.
Tries to hang on. Inoue hopefully over the last 11 rounds, but is this the end? Check left hook now. Will have seemed like an age for the old champion as Inoue got him out of jail so many times in his career in Saitama. As Inoue opens up again, digs that right hand into the body. Remarkable.
That delayed reaction that you get a lot of the time from body shots.
Respect between these two will only have grown up.
And win this, so don't expect Donaire to let some big shots of his own go.
Moment there. Opens up with those combinations.
Credit. Take my hats off to the preparation.
To boxing, they will want him to finish on his feet. Naoya Inoue, he would have whipped himself into as good a shape, condition-wise, perhaps. Inoue, it's just this where age and youth and sharpness and strength.
Before he's inducted into the Hall of Fame, it's a good finish from Inoue.
I think secretly, Darren, given the legendary status of...
And hats off to both guys, fantastic stuff.
Well, they go to the final bells.
What a warrior. I mean, it was incredible. He will go and hold him in great...
Naoya